Last week we told you that we might come back here next week to Auntie Tim's at Chatuchak Market, and we're in here bright and early, 9 o'clock opening time, and we've landed on the Kah Moo. Look at that. That is...
I think it maybe looks like a bit horsey than last time.
Yeah, I agree. That is breakfast. I mean, like, you might not see this as breakfast. Yes.
Let's see a wobbly moment of truth.
With the gravy. Oh, yeah. It's the stickiness, isn't it? It's just, oh.
That collagen hit.
That collagen. I mean, I need it anyway, as you can tell. But, wow.
Boat noodles really good too. So they're out of pork, so this is chicken boat noodles. They look really legit. Last week I saw other people eating it, so I was like, yeah, I need to do it. And they cook like a ladle of bloods go through it, so it makes the broth like really rich. It's actually got like a lot of acid through it as well, so it's not what I was expecting, but it's really nice. Mm. Try a little spoon of that.
Yeah. Ooh.
You see what I mean? It's got the richness from the blood.
Yeah.
And then it's got like a piquancy as well.
That is not what I was expecting, you know.
They just had a big bit of like wobbly Kah Moo, and that was delicious.
This, the stock that like goes to make this must be so flavorful, because that is so nice. We've had quite a few of these like blood-infused wots when we've been in Thailand.
In the north, particularly.
In the north, but I think this is like my favourite one.
Yeah.
It's not irony in the way that you would expect it to be, you know, like...
It's like
danger when you...
The blood just gives it a nice richness, but without overpowering it. And this Kah Moo is incredible.
Yeah, that is like knockout.
Yeah. I have to give it back to you before I eat all the fat.
When we're eating like those seafood meals on like Koh Samyan, the like chili curry crab and shrimps, like I was like, this is like the best food you can get. It's like the best meal apart from like really awesome steak. But I'm going to take it back, because I reckon like things like this are like up there, like this is like death row meal kind of stuff.
This is the caveat I would give. If you're squeamish about fatty food, this is not a dish for you. But if you like things like sort of like nice bits of fat that you get on like a steak or something, for example, if you're not afraid to eat a little bit of fat.
Yeah.
It's just pork, yeah, but it's like cooked down, it's rendered.
Yeah. If you don't, that's fine. We're not judging. I mean, we're not going to be friends every time.
Yeah.
But we can still say hello.
There we go. This is the tom yum noodle. Spicy tom yum pork noodles. Just because I haven't had any of that. I've been in Thailand for like weeks. So
Smells pretty nice.
Yeah. And it's got nice little different bits on it. Bits of moodeng, bits of different types of a bit of egg, different type of like meatball.
Moodeng is pork balls, if you don't know. She's not referring to the hippo.
Not a hippo.
They share the same name, but that's fine.
Indeed. It tastes pretty nice. Not that spicy. A little bit sweet, a little bit sharp, a little sour. Very nice.
Oh. Oh, that pork belly looks legit. If I hadn't just eaten a Kah Moo. Durian house. No surprise to find us here. Durian ice cream. We've gone for a durian shake because we've never had one before. And here it is. Durian ice cream thinned out with a bit of water.
Yeah, maybe. It tastes like those walls lollies.
Now, if you haven't watched our stuff, you might think it tastes like a Walls lolly. Sounds like a negative, but it's not. Not in Thailand, anyway.
It is a little watery, but it's all right. It's there. It's there.
They've watered it a little much, but
Yeah.
it is very much like that. It's got that nice creaminess. It's nice and refreshing. If you like durian, come and get one. It's only 89 baht as well. Come on, you know.
Am I going to be smelly as fuck? Yeah. Do I care? Not really. No, coconut ice cream. We meet again. Yeah, it's scorching at the moment. It's just before midday. And also, when you come into Chatuchak Market, in the inside section, it's fucking loads of mosquitoes. So put plenty of repellent on as well. You've got like
Maybe slightly more coconutty flavour than some of them that we've had.
Yeah.
Because you remember one of the coconut ice creams we had recently, I was like, that tastes like vanilla, not coconut. Oh. So you can generally find whatever you want here, I reckon. So this market just goes on for like ever and ever and ever. It's the biggest market in the world, apparently.
Allegedly, I think so.
So they say. If that's not true, let me know. But until then, we're sticking with it. We're here this afternoon at Chula 50 Kitchen for some crab curry. And we're not alone. Look at this. It is around about lunchtime, but there are a lot of people waiting here. We've been told it will be about an hour wait, so...
We're going to go look around because I've got some other things pinned down to get some bits to eat while we're waiting because, you know, hungry.
First thing we found while we're waiting is this Kah Moo shop, and it's got one of these green bowls here, which is like the Thai equivalent of a Michelin recommendation. You should get Kah Moo here for 50 baht, but because we're only just having a small portion when we're waiting for our lunch, so we decided to go for the 150 baht option with some extra tofu and 2 eggs.
Yeah, but like.
And guess whose idea that was?
Yeah,
yeah, that's the person whose idea it was.
Hang on. Whenever we got the 50 baht one, it's tiny. Plus, you couldn't just come in here and order one of those. You probably have to order 2. And then there's too much rice. Right? And then this next meal, it's just a bit curry and egg, isn't it? Plus, we've been robbed on the portion, haven't we? Not that big, don't worry. Not as big as Auntie Tim's, is it?
No, Auntie Tim's for the win on that one.
Auntie Tim's was 120.
We look like we've got some nice skin bits there, and there's 2 eggs, and the tofu's there.
Okay, I'm going to go in. A little wobbly end there, a little bit of meat.
Seems like a good idea. Down the hatch.
Got a lot of flavour. It's probably not quite as good as Auntie Tim's was, you know, with the meat. But the broth has got really good flavour.
Yeah, the meat does have a little bit more of that dryness to it, but hey, like with the gravy, you're not complaining. Yeah, no, really good. What's this tofu like? So it's tofu that's been
raised in the liquid.
Raised in the liquid, yeah. See.
Yeah, it's got nice flavour in it. Yeah, tofu is good.
So yeah, I can see why they got the green bowl. Happy with this as like a starter.
I'll start while we kill an hour before we go back to eat crab.
So we're just waiting now. We're on number 5, and we have number 10.
It's been 40 minutes, so their estimate of about an hour is probably about right.
These guys do like phenomenal volume.
Okay, we're in. So we got seated within like 50 minutes. They've given us this table facing a wall. Fine, not bothered, but okay. John's skeptical, but my fingers crossed that it might be good.
We have had good experiences in this kind of place before.
Let's see.
Not so good.
Let's see. Okay, so she was right. It was about an hour in total. We've got, this one is like the regular crab on egg rice. That's a single portion, so that's like 70 baht or something. Something very, very economical.
Can't beat that for 70 baht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's like the sort of non-spice one. And then we ordered a portion of the curry crab. It's very eggy too. And we got an extra rice to go with like this as well. And we ordered a couple of sort of dumpling type things. You weren't too sure about this one. You saw people say it was quite ordinary, right?
Yeah, I've heard mixed things about this one.
I'm a big egg fan, so might as well. And I thought, we should always kind of get the original to see what it's like. First impressions, the egg's really nice. But the crab could do a little seasoning on it.
I don't mind it when I eat it together, you know. There's a nice creaminess from the egg.
I had a really big piece on top there, so maybe that was why, but...
You know, it's a good breakfast dish, this
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, if you're eating this at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's going to start your day off well, I think. This is the one that I've heard people like raving about. It's got a very interesting crabby flavour, like a...
It smells really good. It smells like curry powder.
And sort of dark meat of a crab.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, the flavour of the curry powder is really nice there.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was lucky.
Jesus.
Just bear in mind that there's no edge on this table.
Yeah.
Whoa. I caught that on film there. It was almost a disaster.
Yeah, caught my reactions, which are good.
Yeah, yeah, that would have been exhaster all over the
I
floor.
love my lap.
Yeah, the curry omelette crab's going down nicely. It's got a lot of nice curry flavour to it and a lot of sort of umami to it too. Okay, look, we got these dumplings too. They're like a taro puff. And this is, in Cantonese, is ham chui got, which translates weirdly as salty water corner. We're going to start one of these taro puffs. I think it's supposed to be barbecue pork in the middle. Thank you. Right, so you can see the filling right in the middle is like a barbecue pork mix, and then the purplish brown stuff around the outside is like a layer of taro. Is it nice?
It's all right.
It's not that special. It looks a bit claggy.
It's a bit claggy. Doesn't really have much bite. Very sort of bottom, middle of the road, like for like a UK dim sum restaurant.
This one's throwing me off a little because usually the filling's like quite savoury, but because that's like barbecue pork, it's a little sweet. I'm having a go at the fried glutinous rice dumpling.
There's one solution for this. There we go. Get some of that wax on there, and hopefully that will sort it out.
I quite like this one. That one's a little floury, but I wasn't mad about it. It's all right. It's got like a nice bit of sort of gravy in there. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's good.
Yeah, and it's got like sweet corn in it. I don't know what the green stuff is, like green onion or something.
It's got a nice sweetness to it all round, really.
Yeah.
Do you know what this place is? It's a solid, like, reliable, like, kind of place. I can see why it got busy. 70 baht for this. Or 130 for the double portion. That's quite a big portion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zero wrong with it whatsoever.
If you lower your expectations in terms of like, well, I need to come here and wait for an hour, and just think of it as like you're coming, you're going to receive like a pretty tasty, economical plate of food, then fine. If you got time for it, why not do it? If you want to try this dish but you don't want to spend like sort of 300-400 baht, then it's like a solid option for that.
The flavour of the curried one though, for me, like, is the winner.
Yeah, it's good. Go for the curry.
There we go. Who needs to go to Hanoi to go to Train Street? There's Talat Phlu.
If you're looking for a lived-in Bangkok food neighbourhood without all the tourist polish, then Talat Phlu is the place for you. The area is perhaps best known for its busy night market, but there's food absolutely everywhere here. The daytime outdoor market used to take place over there, but recently it's all been shifted indoors into here, the new Talat Phlu food market. We generally steer clear of shiny new street food venues, for obvious reasons, but this place is different. Many of the vendors are still the same, and the food is still priced for locals rather than tourists.
I just bought these fish cakes because I saw them just tipping them out of the fryer. So I was like, yeah, let's get some of these. It's like sort of deep fried fish paste, I guess. Served with a bit of cucumber and some sweet chili sauce over the top. These are really nice, so they've got the sort of chewy boing texture that you want from a good fish ball.
Yeah.
Some lemongrass, some green onions. Yeah, that's a tasty little snack. I've already eaten a few of these. That was like 30 baht. But yeah, not a bad start. So we went for pad thai because, you know, we haven't eaten enough pad thai on this trip.
How many have we had?
One. And like basically this one is at least one that we know like locals are eating because I've seen people eating it. struggled with the menu because it's just in Thai, so I went and asked them what they recommended, and they were like original, and then I was going, no, something different. And I looked at the pictures, and they had that nice one wrapped in the thin egg omelette, but they haven't done that. But it's got egg and it's got bacon apparently, which is just like pork, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like roast pork.
Looks like it.
This was 50 baht. You get some of the cider compliments. Okay, let's put some of these bean sprouts on. I'll squeeze the lime on. These garlic chives, I think. I could chuck some of these on. This I'm not sure what it is, so I'm gonna like eat a bit of it first. Yeah, I need someone to tell me what this is because I don't know, but it's kind of like kind of looks like an artichoke, but it isn't.
It looks like an endive or something.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit sort of dry in the mouth.
Anyway, what's the verdict on the pad thai?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we've been malaligning it all along, but like I said, probably all eaten so many bad pad thais in the UK that you kind of put off from ordering it because there's always something else that you want to eat more. Once we put some of that chili vinegar on, I think this is going to really sting.
It's kind of citrusy. It eats a bit sweet, like sort of nice nuttiness to it.
I put some of this pickled. Yeah, pad thai. Give it a chance, I suppose. But I know a lot of people that's like all they eat, really, isn't it? So I don't think we need to tell you to like try it. But yeah, not bad. All right, we stopped for some of these crispy pancake things. Yeah, we just had to wait like 15 minutes. That's how busy they are. So we got
Must have been 5 minutes really when she said it. We were like, huh? Because there were loads done on the griddle. We were like, oh, we'll just walk up and get it immediately. And she was like, 15 minutes.
And we're like, what? Anyway,
no, surely not.
they've got like a little counter up there, so it tells you what number they're on. But yeah, it seems like they're very popular here. Be careful, it's a bit loose, the filling there.
So we went for sweet.
We went for sweet. We weren't really feeling the shrimp savoury ones. Sweet and savoury, aren't they? So it's a mix of like coconut flesh and the sugared egg yolk around the crispy sort of crepe, around
sugary
waffle cone type thing.
Yeah, not dissimilar from a waffle cone on an ice cream. I get on an ice cream.
It's very sweet. It's that thing I said about you need a nice cup of tea with this, but what's nice about the textures are very pleasing.
The texture's orange. Maybe the shrimp one is good. You bring a dimension of salt in, maybe tempers the sweetness, but
Yeah.
shrimp in dessert.
Well, I said the sweet and salty, the lines are very blurred here, aren't they? But yeah, tasty.
Yeah, worth getting, especially if you've got a sweet tooth.
Give them a go, definitely.
Lisa's just getting us some credit. You can't spend cash in here.
I put 500 on, which sounds like a lot, but I don't want to have to come back. We're here later.
Oh, that's speaking my language.
First up, true to form, we went straight for the stewed pork leg. They'd almost sold out by the time we arrived, and although it was a polite portion, it was definitely tasty and unbelievable value at just 42 baht. 7.5 out of 10. Next, we had a bit of an ordering malfunction. Instead of biryani, we somehow ended up with plain chicken, rice and gravy. Luckily, it was perfectly decent, a solid option if you're not the most adventurous eater and just want something safe and non-spicy. But if that's you, how the hell have you got so far into the video? 6 out of 10. The papaya salad was another absolute steal at just 34 baht. The only downside? They'd run out of the fried chicken that we wanted to pair with it, forcing us to take matters into our own hands. If you enjoy mango sticky rice and durian, you'll absolutely love this next one. It only costs 30 baht, so it's fair enough that you don't get a mountain of durian, but it's still packed a proper punch. 7.5 out of 10. Last and sadly least was the coconut ice cream. Icy, weak on flavour, and we definitely should have eaten it before the durian. 5.5 out of 10.
So, all in all, what do you think of Pier 21 food court?
I think it's very accessible in terms of like food that's on offer, the pricing. A lot of locals eat here,
Yeah.
so that just goes to show you that it's not like made for like a tourist palate. It's like food that people are eating here.
Yeah. I think it is
prices are
accessible
low.
for tourists as well, though. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
That's what I mean. It's accessible, like
Yeah.
in terms of you can order whatever you want here. It's easy.
Yeah, you can come and get pad thai, or you can get pad kra pao, or any of the curries, Vietnamese dishes, Chinese
different-
dishes, dim sum.
Different salads, the roast meats.
Yeah, everything. I think the one thing that's obvious is it kicks the arse out of like food court food in the UK and in North America too, for honest. Speaking of food courts, if you're flying out of Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi airport, check out Magic Food Court at departures on the ground floor. Instead of the usual crap rip-off airport fare, you'll get some fairly priced and surprisingly tasty Thai food here, like this. Because you remember one of the coconut ice creams we had recently, I was like, that tastes like vanilla, not coconut.
And that one in someone's house in Chiang Mai.
I still think they diddled us and gave us vanilla, but...
No, I checked the menu. There is no vanilla on that menu.
All right.
Looks like it's in someone's house, really.
It really is like being in someone's front room.
Not bad. Not as good as some of the other coconut ice cream. I think it's coconut.
Mm.